Hello, Mile House Sixers, number 6. I really want to acknowledge everyone who helped make this possible and is helping make and you making it possible as you move out from here. Danny, Rochelle, is actually extraordinary. The person who actually lit Danny and Rochelle up, Danny's mother, Jackie, my wife. And when Danny's mother started marrying this weirdo guy, we had some conversations in the car where he says, I don't believe there's innate intelligence shit and stuff like that and stuff. Ha ha, famous last words. And the speakers here, everyone here, has been just extraordinary. What Danny and Rochelle intend to do is create a new culture, a collaborative culture in chiropractic, where rather than defining yourself by what you're not, defining yourself on the gifts you bring to humanity. And you're succeeding at that, and thank you for that, everyone. So, epigenetics, as I'd spoken about earlier, is the conscious and ecological use of energy and information to produce extraordinary. Epi means around. Around all energy is a field of intelligence. Everything exists as intelligence. Your desks are intelligence, we're intelligence, our cells are intelligence. Intelligence plus energy manifests in the world. Take energy out of it, it collapses, whether it be your body, whether it be your relationship, whether it be a business, whether it be the culture, whatever it is. You put energy into it, consistent with the nature, it grows and evolves. Bring energy to any system consistent with its nature, the system spontaneously, effortlessly, automatically just becomes something better. That's the basic principle chiropractic is based upon. Besides the other principle, there's a vibrational wisdom in the whole universe that's channeled through the nervous system. It's to stretch the neuroskeleton. Those nerves cannot express energy effectively, and the consciousness shows up as different form in your body and in your life. And that life is constantly evolving. Those are some of the basic principles here. So with this, I see healing as an application, really, of epi-healing, which means it's beyond ordinary healing. What this talks about is extraordinary. And it's really important that you remember your practice, your life, what you're offering the world is not ordinary. You must choose extraordinary or ordinary claims you. And when it's ordinary, it's and you're pointing fingers at someone else. And 3 come back to yourself and 1 to the answer. The key thing about all of this is extraordinary is a different standard in life. When you claim extraordinary, something claims you. So you must do it over and over and over. The principle is extraordinary. The philosophy is extraordinary. The practice is extraordinary when it's consistent with these principles because we're guided. I'd like to start with a short video clip that we just put together because I just thought that this video clip really expresses a lot of what I'd like to start with. We are rewarded or punished. We are rewarded or punished every single time, instantly, by how much constructive, coherent energy we bring to the space between us. Every single time. What does that mean? Humans, actually all mammals, have opiate receptor sites along the spine. They also have hallucinogens along the spine. Why? Why would we have these receptor sites that allow these chemicals that people take? Why would this happen? Because life is meant to activate that. What I'm going to tell you is simple. What you call love, we call spirituality, we call awakening, it's a biochemical reward for adding value to humanity. It's that simple. But so many people want the reward without being in the game. And that's a path of suffering. Love doesn't feel so good, so you feel God loves you. Love feels so good because you're somehow in that moment adding value to the destiny of humanity. The bigger the value, the juicier it is. So, when we are dropping our energy, and the energy we impart to others is so low that everyone has to come into your life and save you. You know, you have a family member who may have addiction or something, and everyone, the whole family is involved in always this person's drama. Just repeat after me, if you will. Your drama is not my trauma. Repeat it. Bless you. That's something you must claim. So someone's always trying to save them, put energy in the system. It's called the identified patient in psychology. Just take care of my sister who's a drug addict, my brother who's a gambler, this one has a violent behavior. Just take this one who's always in crisis. Fix this person, send to the emergency room, put them, do whatever, lock them up, take care of them. It's impossible to have one ill family member without the whole dynamic energy being ill. It's impossible to have one person ill without a society that's ill. The difference between illness and wellness is between I and we. Same root, ness. Is it the I-ness or the we-ness? Is it the I'll or the will? This chart was shown to me by Dr. Jerry Klum in January or February of 1995. We were engaged in 1994 with the University of California, Irvine Medical School, Department of Anatomy and Department of Sociology, investigating wellness, self-reported wellness, because I had said 20-some years from now, how people believe they're doing will be a better predictor than anything else. I believe people's social network was a term I used in 1995. People in a social network will talk about how they believe they're doing in life, and their friends will listen to that more than what any doctor, hospital authority says. I believe how you believe you're doing is indeed a greater predictor very often than all the tests, and they're finding very often that is true. So one doing this test, and it was the largest retrospective study of any healthcare population asking what's going on ever, established a whole new standard. And while doing this, Jerry said, Donny, I think you need to read this because in writing up the documents you're going to write, you're going to need this. This, I'm going to show you, changed my trajectory. It's one of the biggest things changed my trajectory. And I'm going to explain this a little bit. And it's going to help you understand some things. On the top here is, this was on an article on health-related quality of life. And what Drs. Wilson and Cleary said is that there's two models in medicine, the biomedical model and the social science model. The biomedical model is based upon this part, checking physiological, biological variables, the metrics, laboratory tests, the x-ray, the surface EMG, the thermography. When someone says, this is you, no, this is an aspect of me you're measuring. It's a variable. It's called a paraclinical. It's not really about me, an aspect of it. And the symptom status. The objective there is to reduce the symptom, make a person more comfortable, to return them to a prior minimal state, which is the legal state. And if you do accept insurance coverage, understand something. Your contract is to find out how can you diagnose the condition they have. How is your method better than someone else's? In as few visits as possible, return them to the same messed up state they have that produced it. And nothing more than that. To homeostasis, which means to stay the same. And the reality is homeostasis only occurs as a model in a closed system where we're not a closed system. So it's a failing system, which means if after therapy is complete, no matter what it is, if you can return a person to the prior minimal state, it's successful. That's why they don't want to give more care, because they're already minimal. When people used to tell me, I want to have an insurance case or something, I would say, no, I don't want you to say you're seeing Epstein and after a period of time you're still messed up. My job in as few visits as possible is to totally ruin your case. Because if you're going to be based upon getting paid to prove you've been injured, then you can't prove you're a hero. Either you're a victim or you have progress, one or the other. And if that's what you want, see someone else when you finish with that, come in to see me, because as far as I'm concerned, it's polluting what's happening in the care of my people who want to claim being a victim, not a victim. They want to claim the hero's journey, and they want to claim they're another level. I'm sorry, I won't do it. And if you ask, I will report how well you are, better than when the accident occurred. That's my job. Quickly make sure they don't send people for that. And I built other practices based upon that. And so after they take care of this, when you want to turn your life around, I'm the man. So that's the biomedical. Then the social sciences, sociology, the science of human behavior. If you told optimum function, physically, emotionally, socially, spiritually, not merely the absence of disease of deformity, that's a social science model. I believe chiropractic missed the boat originally by hooking their wagon to the biomedical model when it's about helping lives change. When life changes, physiology changes too. You with me? So, symptoms, functional status, great. Hey, my shoulder really hurts. I'm doing terrible. Well, how are you doing? Well, our shoulder hurts. No, how are you doing? Well, actually, I'm doing pretty well, just my shoulder hurts. You see, there's three things. There's the symptom, there's a person's concern. There's a symptom and them. When they're really ill, they all become the same. What's your concern? My shoulder hurts. No, that's your symptom. What's your concern? People do not come in care because they have a disease or symptom. They have a concern about what meaning they give to that symptom. And most people's chronic pain and illness is about the meaning they give. They're responding to meaning. There's no real healing unless the meaning changes. And to do that, innate must contact educated for that. So then functional status. How functional are you? I say, how are you doing? What's your concern? Okay, well, I took care of a well-known billionaire. I can mention his name, even anything about him. Everyone will know. Years ago, and he had back pain. He had 3 surgeries to go for a 4th one. A friend said, you got to see him. So I said, what do you want me to do? So I have the back pain. What's your concern? I have a back pain. He said, no, that's your symptom. Well, what if it doesn't go away? I said, what if it's the best he gets? What if it's the best? Ultimately, you have to accept if this is the best he gets. What do you do then? Well, I always fix everything. I said, how can I be sick for past 7 years? No, I can fix everything. I said, what is your concern? What if it doesn't get better? It's the purpose of the symptom is to interrupt your life, and it's doing its job.